Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's solve this question together. Now look at what you are given. We are given that the limit of what sine 7x divided by x, where our x tends towards 0 or our x is approaching what 0. Now please don't go and make this mistake. Please take note of this. When x is approaching 0 here, you can see that x is approaching what 0 or is tending towards 0. Now if x is 0 here and 7 times 0 is 0, I will know that sine 0 is still what is 0. And here is 0, and 0 divided by 0 is what? Undefined. What are we going to do? Now in this problem, that means Aeon hospital rule is going to help us a lot, right? Because sine 7s is a function and s is also a function. So what are we going to do if you have two functions? Now if you have two functions, what you are going to do, you can use our chain rule, okay? Because this function, they are not multiplying each other. So what you are going to do is that you can say let y be equals to this function. You can say let y, okay, equals to what? Sine 7 what? Sine 7x, right? Beautiful. Now if y equals to 7 sine, if y is equals to sine 7x, this is already a function, and we can differentiate this, right? We can differentiate it. If you want to differentiate it, we can use our chain rule, okay? Chain rule. Now what are we going to do? Are you seeing this 7x here? We can let any letter to represent this 7x, okay? Now we are not wrong if you say let u equals to what? 7x. We are not wrong in any way. That means our y will be equals to what? Sine u. Wow, this is pocket-genius, right? Amazing. I love this. Now you can see that we are getting two functions. U is equals to what? 7x, and y is now equals to what? Sine what? U. Now what you are going to do, you're going to differentiate respectively. Let's differentiate u with respect to x and differentiate y with respect to u. So we can call this is equation 1, we can call this 1, and we can call this equation what? Equation 2, right? Now from equation 1, let's differentiate u with respect to what? X. It means that du over what? The x will be equals to, remember that the power of this x here is 1. 1 times 7 will give us 7. So this will become 1 multiplied by what? 7 multiplied by 1, then multiplied by x to the power of what? 1 minus 1. Remember, when you are differentiating, you always subtract 1 from the power. When you're differentiating, you always subtract 1 for the power, right? When normal way, if you are differentiating a function. Now from this, you're going to see that du over the x is equals to what? All this just give us 7 what? X to the power of what? 0. I will know that x to the power of 0 is 1. So 1 times 7, all this equals to what? 7. Wow, this is amazing. Now from equation 2, we know that means dy over what? dy over what? du is equals to, now if we differentiate cos, differentiate sine, what about what? Cos, right? Now remember this u is here, u is constant, so this is u. Now you can see that we already differentiate this. Wow, this is amazing, right? Now from this, you're going to find dy dx. For us to have dy over what? Dx, this will be equals to what? Dy over what? Du, this is what? Chain rule, multiplied by du over what? Dx, right? Dx, right? Wow, this is amazing. That means our dy over dx will be equals to, let's see dy du. Look at dy du. Dy du is just what? It just cos what? Cos u, right? Wow, amazing, right? Now what is du dx? Du dx is just 7. So multiply by what? Multiply by what? 7, right? That means dy over dx, okay, is equals to what? 7 what? 7 cos what? Cos u. But I want you to understand, remember, take note of this, that u is what? Know that u is 7x from equation 1. U is what? 7x. It means that dy over the x is equals to 7 what? 7 cos what? 7 what? X. Now this is the differentiate. This is, we already differentiate this function. So the derivatives of sine 7x is just what? 7 cos 7x, right? Wow, this is amazing. Now what are we going to do? Let's look at our denominator from our given equation. Our equation was what? The limit of what? Sine what? Sine 7x divided by x. We are differentiate the numerator, which is 7x. Now let's consider what? The denominator, which is x. If we say p, you say let p equals to x. If p is equals to x, it means that the p over the x is equals to what? Is equals to what? 1. That means the p, I say that the p over the x equals to 1. That means the derivative of what is at the denominator here is just 1. Wow. This is amazing. That means the limit of what? The derivatives of this is what? Is 7 what? 7 is what? 7 what? 7 cos what? Cos 7x, right? Cos 7 what? X divided by what is the derivatives of x? The derivatives of x is just 1. So here is just what? 1. And our x tends to what? X tends to what? 0. Amazing. This is what Aeon Hospital what? Rule. Okay? This is excellent. I love this, right? Now know that 7 cos 7x divided by 1 is equal to 7 cos 7x, right? That's amazing. So we're going to add this is what? The limit. Okay, the limit of what? 7 what? 7 cos what? 7 what? X. Where our x tends to what? 0. Wow. Wow. So we are comfortable to do what? Look at s you are seeing here. So we can have this is what? 7 cos what? Cos 7 into what? 0. Okay, so that this is 7 into what? 7 times 0 is going to give us what? 0. So this is cos what? Cos 0. And cos 0 is what? Cos 0 is 1. Okay, so that means because sin 0 is 0, right? So cos 0 is what? 1. So that means 7 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 1, because cos 0 is 1. So this is equal to what? 7. Because 7 times 1 is 7. Now this implies that the limit of what? Of sin what? Sin 7 what? 7s divided by s, where our s tends to what? 0, is equal to what? 7. Wow, this is genius. Amazing, right? Remember that calculus consists of what? Differentiation, integration, and limit of a function. Remember, if you're watching my videos I've done on this channel, I've told you guys about what? Differentiation. That differentiation is a method of finding the derivatives of a function. Okay, and the derivative is the rate of change with respect to another what? Quantity. Now we are talking about limit. You can see this is a function given that the limit of sin 7s divided by s, where s tends to 0. Now if you are going to solve this particular question, what you are going to do, we know that if you substitute this value of s here, which is s tends to 0, all this will be undefined. But what are we going to do? Aeon Hospital rule will help us a lot. First of all, we differentiate the numerator, also differentiate the denominator. As you can see from here, the derivatives of the numerator is going to give us what? 7 cos 7x. And the derivatives of s is just 1. That's why you're having it here. And all this divided by 1 is just this. From here, you're okay. You're free to do what? Where s tends to 0. As you're seeing s here, you're free to slot in x. Because since s tends to what? 0. So look at here, 7 times 0 is we're going to give you 0. So cos 0 is 1. Take note, cos 0 is what? 1. 7 times 1 is going to give us 7. So the limit of sin 7s divided by s, where s tends to 0, is equal to what? 7. As simple as that. So thank you so much for watching. Please, if you find it very interesting, don't hesitate. Do well to like, comment, and so share it to your loved ones or others who learn from it. Please, if you're not subscribed, consider to subscribe to this channel so that anytime another exciting video you notify. So thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye bye.